Is Meghan Markle now box office poison? Was the 4th of July celebration by Harry and Meghan with the kids, was that just another paparazzi walk to save their reputations? Here we have Harry cradling Lily. Notice the red hair. She's very cute, but is she Harry and African influencer Meghan Markle's child? Here they are as an entire family. Who's the enormous guy next to Harry? I don't see any security visible around them. Harry and Meghan are just average, everyday Americans celebrating the 4th of July in Montecito, even though Harry is British and a royal. They're just like everybody else. This is a pap walk. They even hired Backgrid, who they always hire, to shoot them. The new strategy is to parade Archie and Lily before the public to save their reputations. They're just good, wholesome people. They're just like you and me. I have questions. Is Meghan Markle now box office poison after being fired from Spotify? Is the Netflix Africa documentary Harry's last chance to redeem himself? Who does Hollywood want more, Harry or Meghan? Harry's the one with the title. Harry is the real royal, not Meghan. And finally, will Meghan Markle disappear from relevance the instant she divorces Harry? Let's see what the cards want to reveal. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. So is the new strategy, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, is the new strategy to parade Lily and Archie before the public to save their reputation? They're just good parents. They're just like everybody else. I mean, Harry's standing next to Mr. Joe Average. Apparently average in the United States, people are morbidly obese, and that's just normal now. I mean, when I was growing up in the 80s, you would not see anybody like that. And if you did, it was really unusual. Now, this is very common. Is the new strategy to parade Lily and Archie before the public to save their reputation? It sure looks like it, because they don't have much else left. That's like the royal family. No, full stop. Big change. Money. And they're angels. Alright, so what do we have here? They're angels. I mean, they're trying to save their reputation. They're angels. They hope that people perceive them as, solid. Cross is like the spine of a person. It's got two hands, feet, and a head. Big change. Let's see here. Are they trying to parade? I don't see any children cards. Okay, the jacks are children, so this is a jack. We have one jack. Look at our beautiful children. The outcome is look at our beautiful children. And we're angels. But only one. Let's see. Let's just read it. 9 diamonds. Mercury, incubus, succubus, negative communication about the royal family. 1525. This is the result of just constantly, they're one-trick ponies. They constantly put down the royal family. Charles was a terrible father. Everything is done for William. William is sabotaging me. My name is Harry. Just constantly talking negative about the royal family. And that just never works out because it always kicks back on you, and it's just kicking back on them. There's a lot of underlying problems now, and it's all because of their words and their actions. And they've come to the end of the road. Okay, this grift, they were called grifters by the Spotify CEO. Everything, it's all come to an end. They're not invited to parties. They're not invited to the Hollywood self-congratulatory award shows, and literally they just, think about it. That's what Hollywood literally just congratulates themselves,
and they put all this on for themselves, and you're like, oh, and it's all just a stage set, and it's really manipulation. Okay, it's very interesting how they do that, and a lot of government policing actually works like that too. They just look like they have authority, and so they must have authority. You know, it's like that. Big change. They're going to make a big change in what they're communicating. They're trying to make a big change in what they're communicating about everything. They hope that people see them as solid people and not, poison, and as angels. So they're having a PR crisis. Absolutely. They are at a full stop. And it's from all this negative talk about the royal family. And what is the royal family doing? They're not talking negative about Harry and Meghan. Okay, so it's all one way, and now finally it all is bouncing back on Harry and Meghan. And so it really does look like they're trying to use their children to make their PR better. And this is the new strategy. But on the other hand, they're going through a divorce. I'm sure they're about to divorce, but I did read on this, they're not going to announce a divorce within the next 90 days. So we're not going to hear about any divorce. Let's see, it's July, August, September. We're not going to hear about any divorce before October 1st. Okay, whether it's happening or not. Harry has a hotel room he regularly stays at because Meghan is too much to handle. He can't even find a space on the other side of the house in his 15-room mansion. So who does Hollywood want? Is it Meghan or is it Harry? Is Meghan now box office poison? Because they are lazy grifters. Okay, and people who do drugs and alcohol, the moment the drugs or the alcohol touch their lips, and I'm talking about Harry, they don't do anything. Okay, they don't deal with their problems. Their brain doesn't work. Everything stops. Okay, and Harry looks even from the outside. I was an auditor. If you can see that things are wrong just by looking at them, boy oh boy, just wait until you get into it. Okay, you can tell something is up with Harry just by looking at him. Furthermore, he admitted to drug use, and we see him drinking alcohol many, many, many times as a youth, and you can forgive the indiscretions of youth because people are experimenting. But he's an adult now. He's way into adulthood. He has 2 kids, allegedly. So who do they want more or less? Meghan or Harry? Is Meghan the box office poison? And they really just want Harry because of that title, but he's a lazy grifter. He's on drugs, and now you turn your back, you turn your head for a moment, and he's taking some drugs. Or maybe he's on them all the time. Okay, and then he's never going to get anything done. Meghan or Harry? What is Hollywood's perception? Meghan. Oh, interesting. Harry. Oh, my goodness. Well, let's read it. Meghan is showing surprisingly well. Committed to going forward and talking about this. 14, 16, 4 spades. Dead. Her career is currently dead, but she is definitely the little engine that could. She is a dynamo. She never stops hustling. She never stops grifting. She never stops striving. She very consistently shows up as the devil. She often gets the devil card. She will not quit. You cannot keep Meghan Markle down. You just can't do it. You can't do it. I mean, she's the black woman who could. I mean, she really gets it done. So no matter, right now it's dead, but she's a dynamo. Harry, on the other hand, planting a seed, reacting, and stuck. 10, 11, 3 clubs. He is still going, but this is one of my later questions. The next question is Harry's Africa documentary his last chance? Yeah. Okay, this is describing this. Hollywood is taking a wait and see attitude towards Harry. He's a lazy grifter who doesn't do anything, and but he's got one more project in the works, and they want to see it, and that's the Africa project, and Meghan is not connected to it. Player and lovers. And I guarantee you, if there's no work for Meghan, Meghan is going to attach herself to that Africa project. Whereas if Harry's not doing anything, Harry would not be able to attach himself to any project by Meghan. Meghan just kicks him out. She kicked him out of Spotify. They started working together with Spotify, and then it just became Archetypes, all by Meghan. Player and Lovers. And she did 12 whole episodes in a year. One episode a month, and she didn't even show up for a lot of the interviews. Didn't even do the interviews. That's how unbelievably lazy she is. So for Meghan, it's not laziness as much as she's just an amazing person. You have to worship her. Whereas Harry's like on drugs and alcohol, and he is truly, truly lazy and checked out. He's like Joe Biden on steroids. I'm sorry, I mispronounced Brandon on steroids. Player and Lovers, flash in the pan. The player does one thing. So these two, they're both perceived very badly and one-trick ponies, 11, 13, as a family. So they're going to have to split apart to change that those perceptions. Harry needs to go back to the royal family. He needs to go extended to Africa for a couple of years and actually do some stuff. Or at least have his aides do stuff and let him take credit for it. What do we have here? 6 spades, bad reputation, conflict in the situation, angel and strength. Their only strength is the children. They have a very bad reputation, and there's a lot of conflict surrounding them. 12, 18, 21, plus 11, 32, 43. 44 is Jack of Spades, so Jack of Diamonds. Okay, 1 Jack of Diamonds player, 1 trick ponies. Okay, so interestingly, the perception of Meghan in Hollywood is better than Harry, but Harry still has something in the pipeline, and the perception of both of them is very bad. All right, so this last spread kind of was answering this. Is the Africa documentary Harry's last chance? Because that's all they have in the pipeline, is the Africa documentary. Meghan is apparently not doing anything. She just thinks she's a queen. She thinks she is the queen of America, and that's all she wants to be. She wants to show up, look beautiful, and smile. And she is above working. She's capable of working, but she thinks she's above it. So is the Africa documentary Harry's last chance? He is a family member in the royal family. No. He crashed on the rocks. 10 spades, Jack of clubs. His foundation is just ruined. This is not his last chance. And everything, he's really stuck right now. Okay, but he can work it out because he's a royal family member. Right on the surface, the good situation is that he is a member of the royal family. 22, 28, and that is what is underlying everything that Harry has. It's because he's a member of the royal family. Okay, right now it's looking really bleak, but he is a member of the royal family, and so they can clean him up. They can have a minder or several minders for him. Don't take drugs. Don't drink alcohol. Eat healthy. And we're just going to watch you and hit you with like little switches and make you exercise because he's not doing any of those things. Send him to play polo. That's, I guess, I don't think he was as bad in the royal family. I think he has an evil minder now, and that evil minder is Meghan, and Meghan wants him destroyed. So he's very actively self-destructing, and she's helping him like a lot. So he is very redeemable. Africa is not his last chance, but it's really bad right now, and I think there will be a long pause afterwards. Will Meghan, and this is really a big question, will Meghan disappear from relevance as soon as she divorces Harry? You see these child actors, and they lose their child acting gig, and they become very overweight. And I mean, look at Russell Crowe. I love Russell Crowe, and he looks like, a very aging, very middle-aged man. I'm like, what happened to you, bro? Just pull it together, man. And Kirstie Alley. I don't know their names, but a lot of these people, they just like fall into disrepair like an old house, and just start falling apart. It's really crazy. So will Meghan disappear from relevance as soon as she divorces Harry? Because she's not a royal. Very active, committed, outside. I'm going to say the short answer is no. Let's read it. 2 diamonds. Outside events will find her. 9 and 4, 13. And we have the family card. She is going to have opportunities. Things are going to come up. And that's how they run their media. Stuff comes up and they jump on it and they put their face in front of whatever is going on. She did this in Uvalde. Okay, there was a shooting in Uvalde, Texas, and so she went and put her face right in. All right, so underneath, so there will always be circumstances for her to react to and put her face in front of the camera. She will always be playing on the fact that she's a royal family member. She is permanently a royal family member, whether she is divorced from Harry or not, and this is cut from the king, and she will always be a royal family member. So, absolutely not. She will not disappear. She will always be able to play off the fact that she's a royal family member, and it will never end. So you will never be rid of Meghan Markle, ever, ever, ever. And I'm sure you're very glad to hear that. So, is the new strategy, let's review, is the new strategy to parade Lily and Archie? Well, it's really bad for them right now, and yes, they're doing whatever they can. They're just good people, good, solid American people, and you can see, even though Harry's British, and you can see that just in the photos. Always look at what people are doing. Who does Hollywood want more? I really thought they wanted Harry, but Harry is perceived more as the lazy grifter than even Meghan. Meghan is a worker, but she's so prideful that she's just a queen and she refuses to work, but she's all about getting that money. And people do realize that. These people in Hollywood are very clever. They really see what's going on. Is the Africa documentary Harry's last chance? No, it's not. Okay, they are really watching and waiting to see if he'll actually put the work in and actually do it. But he's always and forever a royal family member, and Meghan will not disappear. So I'm sure you're glad to hear that. That's how I see it. Don't forget to like and to share and to comment. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. I'll see you next time.